So this week in Talbot shop, we've had loads going on, and in this video, I'm going to show you. So basically what's been going on and what we have coming up over on the main channel over the next few days, weeks, so whatever. We have a little update on the racing cars. I've got a brand new one here actually. This is a 4-wheel drive associated. It's like a competition racing kit. We're going to build that and race it. Here we have a dirt cheap, well, it's expensive compared to like that, but cheap compared to that. For a 4-wheel drive petrol powered RC car, it's cheap. The cheapest 4-wheel drive petrol RC car I think that you can get. So we've just unboxed it. We've got a fit a safety kill switch thingamajig. We'll get back to the racing stuff in a minute. Right, what have we got out here? DBXL had it out again and slaughtered it. It's a bit dead. Rival MT10 had it out again and, well, actually for the first time, and slaughtered it. Skeeter, you saw that slaughtered in the video. That got broken and the video is still to come out. The longboard got broken. Snowboard thing. Look at them for that. It's all the way from there, all the way to there. And we broke that, and that video's out. And these Armour A-Test rigs, they've got a big problem with the bulkheads. Every bash I take it on, they rip bulkheads out. It pulls the screws out. It pulls hinge pins, braces out. So I've got this alloy bulkhead here to give it a go. These are quite expensive. It's about £100, but, you know, probably about $120 or something like that. But we're going to chuck that on it. I need to get another one. I only had one of them on eBay. So I'm going to get another one. We're going to chuck it onto that snowboard and see if it makes it a little bit more reliable. Monster truck. I've been messing about with the wiring and I just can't do it. I mean, we'll get there eventually. I've been messing about with it a little bit more. To me, this is completely mind-boggling and confusing. But we're getting there. We're doing a little bit more. We've got a little bit more wiring going on. All this spaghetti and mess under here. We've got to get all that lot tidied up. We've got to get Hydraulic Man to come back, actually, and finish off plumbing up all the hydraulics. I've got all my little engine control box thing mounted on there, look. Made a little plate to mount all this stuff on here. There's that box thing, look. So it's nearing ready to get it running. This is the exhaust that you've got to run on Monster Jam. I've got it on there for now, but I've got a Zoomy header kit coming up, and they go like that, up like that. Next door, there's a sales department, sales team. And on the other side of that drywall is where their offices are. And my Zoomies are going to be aiming straight at it. I don't think they're going to be very happy. But I am aiming to take this out for its first drive, hopefully in April, over the next few weeks. I want to test it, just learn to drive it and just see what it can do. And then I'm booked in for my first show in August at the UK Monster Truck Nationals. So if we get this thing running and I get safety checked out and all that stuff and they're happy with me, I'll be in that show. I'm booked in. If all goes to plan, we're taking part. And everything's on track. Everything's looking good. Got some more wiring here that we've got to mess around with. Oh, we've had some presents turn up, so we're going to unbox that in a minute. But first, let's have another little look at the racers. So this one here is a Tamiya Manta Ray. It was the RC car that I first got when I was a kid. My first hobby grade RC car. And if you look at the back of the instruction manual, there was always like a hop-up options and it had all the goodies, all the speed upgrades and everything. When I was a kid, I used to look at that and just dream about building my Manta Ray to that spec one day. Well, I just did and made it even better. This thing has all the Tamiya hop-up options on it. We've even put a brushless motor in there. We put the same wheels and tyres on there. And I'm actually going to take it racing to see how it gets on. But I know it's not going to probably mean much to most of you guys. But this was a childhood dream RC car, and to build it to its ultimate spec, to me, is quite special. Oh, it's Christmas every day. Oh, parts for the Manta Ray. So these are actually some tools that I saw on an Instagram ad, but I never really trust Instagram ads. So I typed it into Amazon and I bought some of these, but these are supposed to be some special pliers. So, you know, sometimes you have a screw that's stuck and you're trying to, you know, there's not really a screw there, I'm pretending, but there's a screw that's stuck and you're trying every way you can to try and get it out. Well, apparently with these, it makes it super easy. If you look at the teeth, look, zoom you in, all these different little shapes in there to make it really easy to grab onto stuff. Look at that, made in Japan, must be good. And here, no, they're not keys. So the idea of these is when you've got a connector like this and you want to get the terminal out, you can go through all this lot and you can find one that fits, push it inside and it releases a terminal, you can get it out. And look, there's loads of them. Loads of different ones, all different shapes and sizes. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer So here we have a big power system. So some of you guys that follow the channel, you will know that I'm actually, one of my favourite cars is the Traxxas X-Max in almost stock form. I like to leave it all plastic. Plastic can flex and bend and it absorbs impacts. But when you start adding metal, the trouble is that certain things don't flex anymore. It doesn't flex in the way that it's designed and things can start to break. Well, M2C have made a whole load of aluminium upgrades for the X-Max so that you can run big motors and make the truck more stable. Now, they asked me if I wanted to make a video showcasing the new stuff, and I'm sceptical because I'm happy how the X-Max is. So I've got some of the X-Max parts here that they reckon makes the X-Max a lot more durable and handle a lot more power. So I'm going to build another X-Max to M2C spec, and I'm going to send the thing to the moon and see if it actually makes it more durable than a sort of stockish one. We're going to see soon. Here we have some front and rear RPM arms. That is to go onto the MT10 because look, we did break an arm off, so we're going to modify it, make it a little bit better. Here we have a power system that's going to go into that four-wheel drive buggy. We've got another box to unbox. We'll have a look at that in a sec. So when it comes to racing, some people, they swear by buying all the most expensive gear, all the most expensive servos, radio gear, car, everything else. Now, I'm not too sure. Maybe when you're like a really high-end professional, you'll tell the difference. But just for the average club racer, I don't believe that you're really going to notice a difference between, say, like a $500 radio and maybe like one of these, like a $20 Banggood Special Dumbo. So, what I'm going to do, I want to go racing at Vinny's club. And I'm going to use a good car, like the Associated, whatever that thing is there, the two-wheel drive, I forgot what it's called, but whatever that is, top of the range, two-wheel drive buggy. I'm going to put top of the range electronics into it, like the best radio, the best receiver, the best battery, the best everything, and we're going to see how well we get on with it. And then I'm going to put some dirt cheap Banggood stuff in it. Banggood servo, Banggood radio, Banggood lipo, whatever Banggood else, and we're going to see if there's actually going to be much of a difference. I don't think I'm going to notice much difference at all, but we're going to see. We're going to see soon. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of you racers are wasting your hard-earned cash on all this high-end gear when you don't really need it. But I might be wrong. We're going to find out soon. So make sure you subscribe and smash the bell over on the main channel so you don't miss it. I spend all the money and trash all my gear so that you don't have to. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Check it out. We have a Lossy Mini B. It's like it's something like that, but a little mini version. So I want to take that racing as well, race it against the big cars, just to see how it goes on. Now, guys, don't worry. This is not going to turn into a racing channel. You know, I like to do some different series, like the speed car, which will come out again in the summer. Monster trucks, Land Rovers. We always do some different series. And at the minute, I'm doing a little bit of a racing series. But don't worry, guys. I know a lot of you guys have no interest in racing, and all you want to do is bash. And I hear you. I'm a basher as well. I'm not a racer. But there's a little race series coming up. We're going to get a few more race kits. We're going to take them to different races, all different classes, and see how we get on. And it's going to be like maybe once a month, maybe once every couple of weeks. You're going to get a racing video just for a little while. It's not going to go on forever. But, you know, if you guys like racing, watch. If you don't, then don't. So that's what I like to do on this channel, mixing stuff up, try and keep everyone happy. But obviously it's impossible to always keep everybody happy. Oh, we've had the spare parts so that we can fix the DBXL. So all those parts are to go on that. Oh, and that shock shafts. Yeah, in the last video we got coming out with that, it didn't do that well. We kept breaking it. Right, that's it. I'm all waffled out. See you soon in another video.